Hi everybody, I am back with another comic book haul. Real hodgepodge of books this time. They had the summer comic book show here locally. Again, it's a real tiny show. A lot of quarter bins, a lot of $2 bins. A lot of good stuff on the cheap, if that's what you're looking for, and often I am. So I went right into the big vat of 25-cent comics, and the very first book I pulled out, I knew I was in for a good day. From Atlas Comics, I keep buying these Atlas comics. The Grim Ghost #2. Look at that cover. Ernie Chan cover, I believe. Is that right? Ernie Colon cover. Just a real cool looking cover. 25 cents. I love these old Atlas books. And to that end, right behind that was Wolf the Barbarian #1. Again, these comics are never going to be worth big money, but they're just cool looking. They're just fun. If you like comic books, I don't know how you wouldn't pick these up. They just make you smile. And finally, from Atlas Comics, Tales of Evil, featuring the Man Monster. The Man Monster. Not the most inspired titles here at Atlas, but fun. Speaking of fun, maybe? I'm inching ever closer to finishing the Spider-Clone saga from the 90s, which I'm sure no one is collecting but me. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am. I just liked these books when I was a kid. Amazing Spider-Man 405. Look at that terrible, terrible costume. Hooded sweatshirt. Ugh. But, you know, nostalgia is fun books for me. I know the story's a mess, but it's still fun. Then I found a little bit of not a gem, but you're never going to find these in the cheap books. Judgment Day, #1 from Awesome Comics, written by Alan Moore, as it says up top here. Anything written by Alan Moore at these, the Image books, Supreme, or when they went spun off into Awesome Comics, you do not find those on the cheap. I dare you to find anything from Alan Moore in the cheap section. You're not going to do it. If you do, grab it. And the last issue of Marvel Fanfare, I'm slowly picking up these books, because, you know, I need more anthology books. Keep collecting. Issue 60. From DC's Vertigo line, a one-shot called Mercy. Written by J.M. DeMatteis. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But I usually enjoy his writing, so I was curious how this book goes, so I read it. It's really good. If you find it, pick it up. And I never like this. I don't speculate a ton when I buy books, but this was for $1. The Coffin #1. I already have the story in trade paperback, but it's the first appearance of this character, I do believe. Character who dies, his soul gets trapped in like a big suit, basically an Iron Man suit, they nicknamed the Coffin, and he has to avenge his death. It's good stuff. Fun story. Quarter. Good. Then I got out of the quarter bins and I found the $2 bins at one of these dealers, and he had all his books. He didn't just have $2 books, he also had like wall books and various other Silver Age books that are way out of my price range, but everything was 50% off, including his $2 bin, which math tells me $1 a book. And out of this, I pulled some good stuff, man. I pulled Marvel Premiere 29, the first appearance of the Liberty Legion. Who is the Liberty Legion, you ask? They were never significant in any way, shape, or form. But it's a cool Jack Kirby cover. It's a Bronze Age Marvel book in really good shape, and it was $1. They're not going to make a movie about these characters. Well, if they run out of characters, they might. But this is just a cool looking book, and I always will pick up Bronze Age Marvel if I can, in good shape. It's like a very fine copy. It's great. And Jack Kirby, you always pick up Jack Kirby, which is a little bit of a theme I'll have again here. Eternals and King Size Annual #1. This is not in great shape. It's probably in good condition, but again, Jack Kirby for $1 in the 70s Marvel. Yeah, no brainer. Yeah. And I see people pick up, I'm always jealous, they pick up all these CGC graded books, all these high dollar comics, spending hundreds or thousands of dollars on comics, and they're very happy about them and excited, as I would be. What do I pick up and I'm thrilled about, and I keep poring over these covers? A whole run of Creatures on the Loose from 1973. Creatures on the Loose, number 24, featuring Thongor, Warrior of Lost Lemira. A nothing character. These covers are great. If you'll notice here, Thongor's hair changes color several times. Here, he's got dark hair. Issue 25, he's got like reddish orange hair. He was feeling a little saucy, decided to get his hair dyed, or maybe go back color. Cool cover though, come on, that's great. Issue 26, we're back to the dark hair. $1 a book. 27, back to the dark hair. A little bit darker even. No one's going to collect these books but me, but I think they're so cool looking. And number 29, he's got some orange hair. The ever popular orange hair look. So he was a bit of a diva, you know. That's Thongor. Good stuff. Also in the $2 bin, aka the dollar bin, Tower of Shadows, number 4. This is not in great shape, but again, as summer ends, we approach fall, and I love the old... every time Halloween rolls around, I always pick up these Marvel horror books if I can, so I've already got an early jump. Tower of Shadows. Love these. Look at this cover. This is awesome. Crypt of Shadows, number 12. That skull cover. Through the eyes of the skull at these poor terrified people. Oh, that's cool. Crypt of Shadows, number 9. All for $1 each. Good stuff. Good. Then, to continue the Jack Kirby goodness, I cannot believe this guy had these for $1 a piece. In an earlier video, a couple summers ago I think, I picked up 2001 A Space Odyssey number 1 for cheap, a couple bucks. And I've been on the lookout for the rest of the series. I know number 8 is expensive, First Appearance Machine Man, the ones, I think it goes through 10. Those are a little expensive, but hang on here. Yeah, okay. Found 2001 number 2, Jack Kirby. Beautiful shape, all these books. Fine, very fine condition. 2001, number 3. Look at these books. I saw this movie when I was a kid, far too young to see 2001. No clue what was going on. 2001, number 4. I should watch it again as an adult, but never been a big Kubrick fan. 2001, number 5. Bronze Age Marvel for $1. Oh, so good. Number 6. Had nearly this whole run. I couldn't believe it. Does no one think these books are fun but me? Number 7. Last but not least, I picked up 2 books that were not in the dollar bin or the $2 bin or even the quarter bin. I spent a few dollars. I'm so cheap. God bless it. But last year I picked up the whole run of Marvel Comics Presents the Weapon X run, except for the very first issue. And I didn't realize I had done that at the time. I didn't realize there was a prologue issue. I should have, but I didn't. But I found this one, Marvel Comics Presents number 72, the start of the Weapon X series. Guy wanted 15, had it marked off 50%, $7.50. Isn't it sad that I hesitate on spending $7.50 on a comic book? Like what I'd spend on fast food. I'm like, ugh, something you'll enjoy long term, but I'll drop it on a Whopper meal. Weird. And last but not least, I have my top 10 books of the year that I'm trying to collect. I've picked up 3 of them thus far. I've shown in various videos. Marvel Team Up number 1, Silver Surfer 14, and God, what is it? Strange Tales Annual number 2. All nice books, sought after books. This one is recently sought after. It's a modern age book from the 90s, and it goes along with my Clone Saga. And I had this book when I was a teenager. I don't know if I sold it, lost it in various moves, I don't know. And I always made fun of his costume, and it pained me a little bit to spend money on it, but I spent 10 bucks. Web of Spider-Man 118, the first appearance of the Scarlet Spider in that ridiculous costume with the hoodie and the goofy little ankle, I don't know, little utility belt pouches on his ankles. I don't know. But I kept looking for this in the quarter bins for years now, and it's people got it on their walls. It's a wall book, but I finally had to get it. It's only going to go up, I think, not big dollars, but more than I want to spend. This was 10 bucks, probably very fine condition. I bought it. I'm happy to have it. I'm almost done with the Clone Saga now, which is no great achievement. It's no first 102 issues of Fantastic Four, but it's nice to have. And that's what I got, people. I'm going to try to do these videos a little bit more regularly. Just depends when I get to the comic shop and what I buy. But I thank you all for watching. I've had a few more subscribers lately. Thank you so much. More comments. I appreciate it. Leave likes, leave comments, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies. Just tell some people. And I will talk to you all later.